to it because I am ready to ride this thing. It's gonna be so awesome. This is Project Land Missile. Oh, the welding helmet is not in the right spot over my eyes, but all right. We are welding. So welcome back. If you saw this earlier, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining back. If you hadn't, there we go. So I have this ready, and I just need to get this welded up so we can steer this bad boy. It's been too long. A little bit of lean forward. All right. Tack them on there. Should have these guys on. Where's my OSHA guy? He would tell me, dude, I sent you your money for wearing your PPE. And it's not happening. Now it's happening. I'm being a good boy, so. Alright, let's put these on. Look like they're relatively straight. Yes. Oh, how cool is that? Question is, do those other holes need welded shut too? Oh. What's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? How goes it? What's up, Gabriel Garcia? Chippa Gay, yes, I am very happy about this. Who told LSU? What's up, Nico? Wyborg, holy shit, like 30 minutes ago, it was just a metal tube, and dude already turned it into a whole scooter. Yeah, I'm motivated, I will tell you what. Let us see the weld. All right, fair enough. No, I want to go show the weld and also show the whole thing. Taco weld. Yeah, you guys can see it. You can make fun of me. I'm not a welder, so. And it's flux core. At these guys. So I think it's ready. I think it should be, I mean, not pretty, but I think it's fine structurally. That's what I was thinking. Increase the wire speed a little bit. Okay. How much would you say? I mean, remember, we got a Harbor Freight welder here, so it's on a 5. What would you recommend? Well, I appreciate that. Definitely not a welder, but I've welded stuff, just not like, obviously, I don't get paid. This is a cheap, well, this welder is actually better than my little Lincoln. But all right, if you guys say it passes, it passes. Let's see how sturdy it feels while I'm up there. Half a number or less, okay. All right. Actually, this thing, the welds look way better than. I could show you some of the other machine in it. I don't know. Maybe I just need help dialing it in. But here, let's see how this thing ponies up here real quick. All right, all right. You guys are on the telephone, so thank you for your patience. Here, so you can get the full effect. No, that guy just needs to move forward, I guess. Oh, guess not. Or what did I do here? See how tall this mamma jamma is? I feel like a little kid, guys. Oh. This thing is all crooked, so I don't know how am I gonna fix that. That can come later. So, somewhere. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But either way, this thing's gonna be highly entertaining. Highly entertaining, right? Especially with a lot of weight up high in the back too. It's gonna probably be completely unstable, but it's all good. It's all just for fun anyways. Taking turns on that thing will feel like you're surfing. Yeah, I think it's gonna feel like one of those surfboards with the foil in the back. Welds look a little hot. Poor spongy texture can mean wire feed too slow or power setting slightly too high. Okay, I did turn up the speed. I could also turn down the heat though too. Next is brake cables. Y'all ready to? Let's get after those. What's that for? Oh. Oh. Wait. That one's too short. I feel like this is like almost perfect for the front. The other one is too short. Probably need some clearance, something on this board, maybe to pop out a little bit further. I guess for now, this is the prototype, right? So. I feel like this wouldn't be terribly hard to just move forward. Maybe a longer bolt and a spacer of sorts. What do you guys say? And then the rear, I have this nice long guy here. Front and back are going through that. That's interesting. I put 2 brake pedals on there, or how does that work? This thing is slightly cupped. Oops. Come on. Might be time to just cut these guys. But I like the idea of maybe cleaning it up and still have these bikes are so beat up, just like every little thing. It's amazing how much you can tell in the maintenance of something just by the little things. Like it's doing tight in the right areas. All right. It's like it, just the right one. Nope. That's why it fell backwards. It would help if they were at least different colors. Alright, any tricks to get that? I think I'm just gonna cut it. Drew Long, anytime you're welding with the tip up, should have the speed set 1 to 2 settings higher than normal welding. If you weld and wires breaking off on the contact, you need more wire speed. Okay, that makes sense. Zyla, what's up? With the big boy gang. Mimio Toys, I need to ask, what is this? Oh, you want to see what this is? This is awesome. This is awesomeness. If it's pushing back on your hand before melting, less speed. Okay, that makes sense. I also think my ground might not have been great. What's the plan for it as well? So I got a 125cc lawnmower engine that I'm going to put in on this thing. You dropped your phone on your face, Zyla. Oh, you too, Thunderbird. I have done it myself, actually. It does not feel great. Here's the plan. So I'll show you. This is the plan. So this is 20-inch bike wheels with a skateboard. And I'm working on the braking right now. So this is gonna come straight down to there, hopefully, and is long enough. Of course, like welded these so that there's just a lot more rigidity in what we're doing. And then this motor right here, this bad boy, is going on the back of that thing. So, but I ordered the wrong clutch twice. So that's been my bad. So what we're gonna do, I only got about 20 minutes left to work on this before I'm gonna wrap up so Rich can have his sanity back. Basically, yeah, it is, in essence, it's gonna make me feel like a child again writing this thing. So here, let's flip this little stand around. That might actually be Rich right now. Somebody's horsing around in the snow. Here, I'll actually bring it over here. All right. So, we need something to cut with. Some dikes. Where did that wee little nut go? Oh, just the wire goes on the front side of this. On the back side, and it does go on the back side. Alright. Interesting. Just when you thought you were paying attention. Right. So does that go there or in the back side? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem rubbing up against that, isn't it? One problem down and one new one. But do we do? I think we're just basically gonna pull that out of a little spacer. But we might not have enough. So the question is, it looks like the thread, I could see it's like rusted out on there, so you might actually, oh, look at that guy. Is that guy our candidate for a spacer? Or what? Oh, we have a couple spacers, I guess. Oh, so Max misses me. How do you know? Max always misses Dad. I think this has been a weird, messed up day for me because just random stuff keeps happening. Like earlier, my big chuggest cat knocked down my nightstand, and my brother got me in trouble with it. The cops over something heat. Oh, well, that's not a good day. I'm sorry to hear that. Is Kitty okay? Yeah. All the cats are abused. All right, so I'm trying to get this either off or find another spacer for my braking system. I do actually have these guys. And actually, let me stab that through my hand. That actually works. I think. Let's see. Unless it's potentially too fat. But I could pull out a spacer and input this little thing. So let's see what we got here. Raw hair on the brakes. This needs to push it out the front. Oh wow. Barely any threaded, but it does clear for the most part, actually. Not right there, super great. How much do you like your brake cable? How often are you gonna turn that tight is the question. Probably not. But, well, for the sake of just getting this thing going, let's give it a wee bit of a break. Although, interesting little cap. Spacer works, but the spacing on the back is not so great. But maybe we don't need all of that stuff. Unnecessary. Okay. There's only mild compromises in the braking system here, guys, okay? I don't want to hear that this thing is not built for safety first, okay? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. It's actually tightening quite a bit, but I don't think it would stay like that. No, I mean, I guess it would. What I meant is I don't think that if you loosen it up, I think that that rubber is giving a little bit on the front. So I don't want it to pull too much. We don't lose our advantage here. Thunderbird is really pretty. Yes, she is. Well, she's beautiful. Small piece of foam on the front will stop the wearing of the cable. Are you talking about on the side of the board or around the cable? I fixed one of my truck bikes today. Oh, trick bikes, did you? That's awesome. You could flip bikes too, Zyla. That would be a pretty cool thing to do. But yeah, some foam. Is that angle gonna wear that thing out though? I know these are like hard plastic and now I have a bunch of them, but I'm also like, well, what do I do with that? Maybe I just write it for now and then work out the issues later. That's always a great little like train of thought, right? Oh, this guy's loose over here too. Better tighten that real quick. Everything is rusted out on these bikes for Colorado. I shouldn't probably be complaining, but a wee bit better. I guess it's always like tweaking this stuff in. Definitely not probably appropriate braking for 125cc. Well, that's much better. We will take much better for now until we figure out what the heck we're doing here. Okay, so that part is good for meow. Now for the rear brakes, either way will work. Okay, I'll get some of that, some foam. What kind of foam do you get? They are Kevlar sleeves, so more damage to the board probably. Yeah, I would assume that it's probably gonna wear on it, which is, I mean, it's got holes drilled in it. You skate as well, like a traditional skateboard, Zyla. Drew, you're from Canada. We have real rust. Everything just breaks. That sucks. Colorado, we don't normally get any rust. This guy in Walmart came up to me and asked for my number, and I told him to go back to his mommy. I feel bad. Well, unfortunately, Zyla, you probably got a lot more of that ahead of you. You'll figure out the right way. Wyborg showed close-up of the hole. Which area would you want to see the hole in the board? I'm sure you don't want amazing front brakes with that much power. I definitely don't want to go over the handlebars and being this high up. Jake, no, not your hole, dude. Weirdo. So Jake, it is a skateboard, scooter, bicycle, but then it's also got a motor. A 125. Oh, I'm stuck under the 125cc over there out of a lawnmower. So, yeah, you know, weirdo, Wyborg. Yeah, so this thing is, I'm excited. I don't think it's going to be super fast, but with how tall it is, well, I'll show you because I'm 6 foot tall. So check this thing out. Oh. Can you hear me now? I think I unmuted myself. I'm starting to do like old guy tech issues where I just mute myself and like start doing random things that are low-key embarrassing. But I also don't really care. You can hear me now? Okay, sweet. But yeah. So, let's see. Maybe that should stay in there. I don't know. No, probably not. Okay. We have another Makita battery. Welding gloves. Am I doing any more welding? I want to do brake parts and wipe down the cooler that I kind of destroyed over here. Did you say if he's putting an engine on it? Yeah, Wyborg, I am. So here is the motor right there. So that thing is a 125 cc, and I keep ordering the wrong clutch for it. So I was supposed to measure it. I don't know if Rich has a micrometer out here, but that was actually one of my goals. I just subbed, I like your vibe, keep tinkering, and you come up with anything. Yeah, honestly, guys, I'm also searching for next project ideas. So I have some, you were expecting a flathead. Well, honestly, I would love to do something old, but at this point, it's like I'm just going with what the budget is allowing. And I got that thing for like 27 bucks at the Arc. I think I overpaid because it didn't run when I got it. But we got a new carburetor on it. I think probably that and a spark plug, and it will probably fire up. That sounds good. New Year's, my dad and all of his uncles towed over me, and a group hugged me. Now my back has not stopped hurting because they'll squeeze you, and they're all around 6'5", and you're 5'2". You gotta tell them to be careful. I actually had a buddy do that, and he cracked a guy's ribs. He's very strong. He was not super huge, but he was very strong, and he cracked this dude's ribs. Project idea: drive a pull stripper pole. Oh man. Well, isn't this is already a good start to it. So the first idea was a secret, like a Murphy door bedroom for a buddy's place. The other one was I was gonna do more motorized stuff. So I have this other bike frame. I have a few of these actually at my disposal. I have that. I have the rest of that red frame. I have the wheels that came off of the mobility scooter and the skateboard. I thought about doing something with the skateboard wheels, like a little motorized something or other. My son likes jet engines, so a jet engine skateboard might be fun too. You forgot you fought your dad today, like you boxed him? For real? A diesel stripper pole? What would you do with that? Are you still wanting a motorized diesel stripper pole? And remember, so I also have a motorcycle that I've been wanting to tinker with. It is a 1974 175 XL, and I did find a salvage title Ducati that everything works on. So I feel like he would work me out a deal because nobody wants to get stuff titled. I know how much of a pain that is. But that would be cool. And Zyla, you gotta be careful. You're a girl or a young lady, okay? You gotta be careful with grown men, okay? They're multiple stronger. And if you don't believe me, you gotta go watch there's now somewhere on the internet, and very average guy in a fight with one of a very good MMA chick, and she gets pretty annihilated. Imagine a table with a go-kart with a stripper pole. A table. Oh, you want you want the whole thing? I'm sure it would be a big deal. The rest of the content I do on the channel is Bible study and like father-son time. So I wouldn't probably want to go down that road unless it was, just not that it's horrible, but it's like, it's going down because then it'd be like, I'd start getting all the other stuff with it because the algorithm is like, oh, look at what this guy's checking out. What else? We talked about doing a little gun mount on an ATV. You could put a couple like pistols or, well, whatever kind of gun you shoot. We talked about doing a little mount for that. And then we also talked about doing an underground maze for weenie dogs. And videotape them underneath there. It was a tie, but he has a black eye now and a hurting leg. Well, you gotta be careful with your dad too, because he's probably no spring chicken. And while he's bigger and tougher, he's probably more prone to injury. And he's probably, well, he's a lineman, so he's got to go back to work. Don't hurt him, and don't have him hurt you. You're a Viking? Are you now? We might be related. Well, I guess you could have like a witch's broom type drivable stripper pole. And I have a black eye too. Oh boy. Is that gonna go over good at school? Alright. So, here we go. Welder. Almost back together. Sorry. Probably not, yeah. I'd be like, oh, my dad and I were just messing around. Oh, jeez. Alright, so. I do have the lawnmower, like the frame thing that that motor came off of. I could do something with that. That would have zero suspension to it though. Be quite uncomfortable to drive around, but it would probably be entertaining to look like you were driving a lawnmower. I also have ideas that my top secret ideas, but I can't talk about them. Do you know any people with the last name Ivy? No, I do not. I'm always afraid of last names on the internet because people are always trying to get me in trouble with pronouncing, saying horrible things. I'm like, I'm not that guy, guys. All right. So, are you really a Viking? I'm actually not, but I am Scottish, Irish, and Slavic, I think. So these are cool. I saved these. So I'm sure if any of you guys are into metalwork, you know that, but those of you that aren't, you cut stuff like this, these can be like great brackets in the future. For other projects, we're definitely gonna have to do a project like a day where Justice and I take the scooters out. And I also don't know, are you guys interested in paint? Like if we did a painting thing, because we do have some guns and compressors, and he wants to paint, well, he doesn't necessarily know if he wants to paint his, but I want to paint mine. Viking, American, and Mexican. That's all I know. That was quite the combination. I go for now, but I enjoyed the stream. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for your ideas. You're hilarious. And also Irish, yeah, probably something like that. I'd be curious what else I have. I've never done one of those 23andMe tests, but sounds interesting. Okay, I might mess with the brake just a little bit longer. Should I? No. I should probably not, because Rich has been generous to let me have access to this space. But I could do that next time. Look at this. Look at these brake pads. Have you guys ever seen them? Like, just, like, who does that? They're like rusted and like just completely shot. And these are the good ones, I think. So, I also have these wheels. Do something with these. I also thought about building a wind generator, because I think we could do something. Actually, it'd be super cool to do one that had like fins on this side, and then it also had an axis here that spun like that while the top and sides were spinning. That'd be pretty badass. Just do complete bonkers with it. And then these, I'm trying to figure out, I need to see if these might fit Justice's scooter. And you found the wheels for the pole. You were waiting for it, weren't you? Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny is like, I had a pool table too. I could have probably done something with that, like hit a motor in there, and yeah, we could have made that like a driving platform type thing. But I'm gonna keep it wholesome, so I don't attract that into my life. But I do, let's see, something else. So, I guess I don't know, because I also thought about just doing like different go-kart type stuff. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that could be fun too. Where are my rags? Spray adhesive. That's definitely not what I want. There's shop towels in here. Somewhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It does sound like fun though. Admittedly so. It sounds funny. Seeing a picnic table, have you seen that one? And I also thought about doing a big wheel bike like the plumbing crew has done. Because I did have some like 18s. So I know because my friend said she was going to put a stripper pole in her living room when she gets her house. You told her you're not coming over at all. Yeah, I feel like, because then there's a bunch of pressure to, you know, people peer pressure you, and you're like, or then you get yourself involved in the middle of some escapades, and that's where it's like, yeah, you start, I'm like, I don't need, like, sounds like fun, but probably not the kind of fun I should be having. So, man, where's the cleaner? Engine degreaser, I guess that'll work. Brake parts cleaner, yeah, even better. Trying to think what else. I did have an idea for, what about, I have an old camper that's just like, there's a couple on my property that are like trashed out. I thought about converting them into workshops so I could also work in them over at my house and not have to come over to Rich's. So I thought about like doing the back where it drops down or folds up and there's a ramp. But I posted a video a few minutes ago of my vehicles, and so I'm going to actually survey the audience and see what y'all want to see me build, because I know that all the ideas are going to be awesome, so I'm not really too mad. Like I have another channel that has a 2005 FX35 with actually started getting a 6-speed swap into it from a 350Z, and that thing's gonna be super cool. I have a problem with speaking my mind like all the time. Literally, well, remember, words are powerful and they can work for you and against you. And I'm very transparent with people, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. So just be mindful that you got to be careful and protect yourself, because, well, you also open yourself up to other spiritual things. I don't know if this came from me. I'm all of a sudden feeling like I might owe Rich a cooler. But that's just food for thought. You try to be nice. Well, just remember, like sometimes, and people see sometimes, like when you over communicate, they see also kindness as weakness, but vulnerability sometimes as is perceived also that way, and people take advantage up until your threshold. And so sometimes if you're quieter, then you can hold a little bit more of a guard on that level. Not to say that you need to, but not all thoughts need to be spoken. That's something that took me a long time to learn myself. You don't like to have drama. Well, yeah, I don't like drama either. It can be entertaining for the moment, but typically there's consequences to the drama. Guys, I feel like this is pretty exciting, actually. This thing is a riot. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited to see what happens once I get it out there. But I was gonna do like low key, like a cruiser style, where it was like you could lay back on the seat, like a little lawnmower seat back here, and the handlebars would be down about here. But I was like, that's just way too practical. It's like what do they call it? A recumbent bike, or whatever, the little ones you sit back. So I was like, that's just too tame. We got to go a little crazier. So I was like, let's put those handlebars back up there. A lot of people at your school are scared of you because I'm muscular, but the guys just think I'm cool. Well, as long as they respect you. It's probably also because you're beating up your dad. And you have lots of friends that are his friends, seems like big guys. That's always a great deterrent. And I feel like I need to take a picture of this for the this is going on the front of the next. Oh, maybe those tires have a little something in them. All right. So that thing is coming along. I don't know what to think of that. Well, fear can also be understood as respect. Not to say that it is, but it's a good thing. Better to have that in your pocket than not. But yeah, sometimes having some muscles is a good deterrent to getting into conflict. I find that just for me being a bigger guy, most people don't. I look like too much work, I think. So I'm thankful. I'd prefer not to fight, honestly. I don't really feel like much is accomplished through fighting. But depends. Depends on the people. Sometimes they demand that. All right, guys. So I'm going to roll because I got to get out of Rich's hair. Not that he said that. I just don't want to be a pest. But I appreciate you guys. Well, look at that hair. Anyways, have a beautiful night. God bless you guys. Zyla, keep looking for work and projects. But look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Have a good night. Peace.